You may be offering the best product in the world, but if nobody knows it, your business is going to fail. That's why marketing is so important. And today I will explain to you 5 marketing skills you must develop to succeed with your product or service. Happy present moment. Welcome to the 4th video lesson for the free mini course Undertaken with Mind and Heart. I hope you like the lessons so far and you found them useful too. Here I am with a little flu because the cold that brings is already here. And that brings me to the story I want to share today to start this video. On one occasion, a boss that I had, by the way, one who always wants to be the one who represents the company, got sick with a terrible flu that made him lose his voice. And it was right the day before an important meeting of the presidents and general managers of the most important companies in the country. Since he couldn't go to give the lecture that corresponds to our company, he has no choice but send me. I was at the time the sales director and kind of second in command, or first in this case, in which the country manager was absent due to his illness. So I prepared me with his presentation that in truth it presents most of the work of my team, and I went to the event. At the end, a couple of people approached me. One of them was the president of one of the major marketing companies in the country, and she told me, "Oh, how wonderful! Until today, you were the best kept secret of your company. You are invited to join us on the association that brings together all the technology companies in the country." And from that moment on, not only I began to actively represent my company in unions and in the media, but I also began to receive very interesting job offers for competing companies and even partners from the company I work for. And that happened with all products, merchandising, talents and skills. If nobody in the market knows about its existence, well, you won't have the opportunity to sell it or to improve your economic situation thanks to that merchandising or talent. Sometimes you wonder, why I don't sell more? Why others with products with lower quality than mine has their stores full of customers? Could it be that my potential clients don't know that my product exists? Or if my product is so good and even better than similar products in the market, why I don't sell more? When this usually happens, you should review your marketing strategy. And as in almost every startup, you are your department of finance, human resources, design, and of course, sales and marketing. Well, you have to learn a little bit about marketing in order to boost the sales of your product or service, at least until you can hire a marketing team to support you in this task. And like in many things today, there are so many marketing options, so many strategies and tactics, which is wonderful, in one hand, but also a burden in the other hand. Being able to decide what strategy to choose, which is the right tactic, and then be able to implement it, well, may be a huge task in itself. Today, I will going to talk to you about 5 basic skills that you need to develop to manage your marketing, and that will help you to implement several strategies that you can select in a given situation. For instance, based on the type of product or services you have, the market in which you are operating or wanting to enter, the type of relationship you have with your ideal clients, and other marketing factors. But before, I want to remind you, if you haven't done already, to subscribe to this channel, to click on the little bell to start the notifications, and of course to comment, to give us your feedback about these videos, and if you like it, give us a thumbs up and share this content with people that can be impacted positively with this kind of information. Well, let's start with the 5 skills, marketing skills that you can develop in order to improve your sales efforts. 1, content development or copy. It can be very useful skill. Learn to write your own advertisement pieces, your posts in social media, or longer content such as a post for a blog or an article that positions you as a business owner or an expert. Although nowadays people prefer brief, shorter content, it is still very important to know how to express yourself in writing. In short and sweet pieces that hook your customer or your potential client at the first moment. Of course, you can always support yourself by hiring a professional copywriter, which you can do for long-lasting pieces of content such as lead magnet or any book, and even for your own or the text of your own website. But the content in your social media, for instance, especially since you must post regularly, must be written by you. So learning how to write is crucial. For example, familiarize yourself with the maximum message length deployed by default by any social media. Practice also writing to develop your own writing style. Conversational, warm, and simple. That kind of writing that humanizes your brand. Another important thing is to take care of the grammar, the spelling. You don't want to distract your reader with mistakes and damage the image of your product because you don't know how to use words properly. For that, lean on electronic dictionaries and proofing apps like FluentU or Grammarly. There are several online courses to learn how to write advertising copy or to increase your persuasiveness through writing and improve engagement in the social media. I took the one from the direct marketer people, and there are several very good courses in domestika.org and on the main learning management content portals. 2, photography. This skill is self-explanatory because nowadays almost all marketing communications is done through images. But the important thing here is to learn both how to take good photos with your mobile or your or a digital camera, and also how to find good images in image banks. Let's talk first about you taking pictures. The first step to take good photos is to familiarize yourself with photography concepts. For this, you can take some free courses in YouTube. There are many good ones and free, of course, at least for the basics. If you want something more advanced, you probably have to pay. In my case, as you can imagine, I don't take my own photos. My husband does. And he has learned a lot with the courses from Sue Price and Carl Taylor. The second thing is to familiarize yourself with your camera, whether it's your phone or a traditional digital camera. And practice. Use special effects. Take your photographs as is recommended by the course instructors. As for bank of photographs, there are free ones like Pixabay or PCPix, but you can obtain the best image always from paid photos or image banks. For an amount of monthly subscription, for example, Shutterstock and the Canvas app offer you spectacular photos. And besides, a tool like Canvas allows you to create your own banners, infographics, advertising notice, and other graphic content using the photos from their own image banks. So for one fee, you got two services. 3. SEO, search engine optimization. This skill is quite technical. Combines technological knowledge and also content writing knowledge that must probably constantly be updated, because search engines update their algorithms frequently. In fact, you may spend a lot of time learning concepts and analyzing data to become somehow skilled on SEO. But it's good that at least you manage some basic concepts to make your content relevant to search engines. That is to say, that your content appear in the organic searches of your potential customers. Maybe, well, first of all, it is important to understand what is a keyword or tag. It is a word that is related to your product or service category, and that is used a lot in text, audios, and descriptions. For example, in marketing, the digital word has become a keyword, as well as the name of the social media like YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, etc. There are phrases that are always relevant because people use them frequently. For example, tricks or tips, practical guide, ideas for, and the most important phrase, how to do or how to make. These phrases are usually used in titles, content description, captions, and other special texts. Other very popular phrases or combination of words are one number followed by a phrase such as more famous, more effective, foolproof idea, etc. Optimization works at the content level. It focuses on using keywords in title, captions, headlines, descriptions, and other places through the content, where the search engines are going to check to select the content and show it to the user. This text must be also sufficiently descriptive or interesting for the user to decide to follow the search engine suggestion and visit your site or consume your content. Social media too use a particular SEO mechanism. Each social network uses a search algorithm based on different keywords. For example, YouTube uses tags that you can assign to your own video when you upload them. Instagram uses hashtags and localities. Facebook uses a combination of words, names, and content tags that, in truth, there is not worth to worry too much about, because almost everything is a keyword. Where the topic of SEO is truly relevant is on blogs, where tags are used in headers, text, and even links to and from the blog post to decide the relevance of the content. To start, then learn your industry keywords to properly tag your content, and until you can invest in in some support or SEO support or tools about SEO. 4. Speak into a microphone or camera. Well, this is one of the most important skills to develop, and one you can hardly be able to delegate, because as a founder, you are the image of your business. You will be the first and probably the most important spokesperson for your company. So if I were you, I will invest time and money to learn to express myself with confidence and eloquence in front of a microphone or camera. Here you have to take care of several aspects. First of all, your voice, diction, intonation. Learn to modulate, that is to speak with inflections in speed and in intention. It's also advisable to take a course, a speech course, or have a mentor that will teach you and correct you on the fly. Regarding the camera, you must learn about how to improve your personal image, your hair, your clothing, colors, postures. This you can learn by observation and adapting to your personal style what you may see that works for other people, even competitors. You can also take a class or a counseling with a mentor, an experienced communication teacher, or a journalist. Those are very good options. To speak in front of the camera with confidence, I always recommend developing a script. That is, write what you want to say as you will say it, and practice the text until it runs smoothly and natural in your own words. There are people that memorize, others that improvise, others that are supported by notes or with technology like a teleprompter or voice pointers. All those are valid methods, but everyone must use what is best for them and suits their style and also their economic possibilities. Because, for example, a teleprompter, which is a great idea, a great resource, might be quite expensive. It's an investment that can start in $100 for a portable app that attaches to your smartphone, or can go up to $600 or more for more sophisticated models. And once your script is ready and you get the help to expose the script fluently, always practice and keep practicing. Record yourself even if you won't post the video later. See how you did it. Learn from your success and mistakes and keep practicing. And even encourage yourself to publish your videos, even if you feel that the video is not perfect. And because first, you probably will put more effort in the video. And second, it is important to get feedback. And believe me, people understand. They know that you are not a professional, that your content is more important than the way you deliver the content. And besides, nowadays, there are so much content on the internet that I will always dare to assure you that you are going to find many worse videos than yours. At least that was what I thought when I started doing my videos for YouTube. The same happened with my radio show, with my first webinars, when I dared to record them and publish them. Although I knew they weren't perfect. And even after 4 years, I still have a lot to improve. But it's super important to there because video content is the one that people like the most. In fact, 48% of social media users prefer video content to written content. And video is also the one content type that social media algorithm prefers to expose. And still, uploading video is free in almost any platform. It is estimated that by 2021, let's say next year, people will be watching at least 100 minutes of video a day. Of course, to produce a video, that is, decide what kind of content, if it's the content will be a product demo, a step-by-step of use, a testimonial, or a tutorial. And editing the video are also related skills that you can also develop or learn. Or support yourself with freelance that you can hire to do this task. And not to mention that you can record courses, video workshops, and monetize this content. So let's learn how to make video content. Well, finally, 5, market yourself as a founder and market your vision. Customers, potential collaborators, and even your potential investors want to know how you work, want to learn about yourself, about your team, and your vision about your product and company. Market that vision. Not only will allow people to identify more easily with or easier with your product and company, but also will make your company more credible, more humane and understandable, which creates an emotional connection that will make your potential customers try your products and your customers develop loyalty to your product or services. A very effective way to share your vision, it is through telling your story with an authentic tone, without false modesties, but without arrogance too. You can describe, for example, how did you create your message, your company? What was the inspiration? What was the initial idea? And and how you have come to achieve your vision, how your company, your product, and your services will probably transform the world, or at least the little piece of the world which is defined by your target market or customers. Also, tell the story of your employees, about your team and how they work, as well as customer stories. The stories about the impact that your product or service has in your customers' lives. To collect those testimonials or customer stories, it is important first inform to the client that the testimonial will reuse even their name and images in your marketing campaigns. If you want to be 100% formal, you can ask them to sign a consent form. This is a very simple document, just one page, that you can even download from diverse sites on the internet, or you can have a lawyer write the consent form for you. Define some use situations for your product or services, and encourage customers to test your product or offering. For example, if your business is about food, you can give free samples to try and tell the person that you are going to photograph them or record them. If your business is a service, you can do an exit interview, 1 or 2 question maximums about how was the experience that the customer had with your service, and record the testimonial or take notes and then write the testimonial for the person to read it and approve it. In conclusion, develop basic marketing skills that allow you to create and enhance your content, advertisement pieces, and website can make the difference in the triumph of your business or venture. As you grow your business, develop these skills yourself. And when you can expand your team, delegate the tasks that you can delegate. But you will also have developed the criteria to buy or to hire and supervise the right staff for that position. Thank you for watching. Blessings for you and your business. And we will meet again soon in an upcoming episode of Jeanette Salvatierra TV.